Hello students, in today's session we are going to study about application of fluorescence in medicine. We will see how the phenomena of fluorescence is actually useful when it comes to medicines. Fluorescent minerals emit visible light when exposed to ultraviolet light. That means when the UV rays or a UV light is present, the fluorescent minerals, there are certain minerals which have the property of fluorescence in them, they emit the ultraviolet light. Now this ultraviolet light is the core condition for the fluorescence to be emitted. That means that when they are exposed to UV light, they will have certain kind of emissions. Fluorescent marine organisms, for example, we have willemite and calcite in UV light. Let us just have a look at that. If you look over here in the picture, you have willemite and calcite. But if you look properly, the photo on the left is of a plain rock. It is not showing any kind of fluorescence. There is no change in the color. There is no change in the light. It is like a proper plain rock. But when this plain rock, which is made up of willemite and calcite, is exposed to the UV light or the UV radiations, it changes its color and it is emitting a visible light. If you see on the picture on the right hand side, you can see a fluorescent green or a neon green with parts of red in it. And now this is emitted because of the UV light exposure or the ultraviolet light exposure. Now this is nothing but because of the marine organizations. Fluorescence is the emission of light by a substance that has absorbed light or other electromagnetic radiations. Now this is very important. What exactly is fluorescence? What do we mean by fluorescence? Fluorescence is nothing but a kind of phenomena. It's a process wherein there are certain elements and these certain elements will emit light. But how will they emit light? No particle can emit light on its own. Before they emit light, they will have to absorb that light. So what do they do is, in presence of UV radiations, they absorb the energy of the UV rays, and once the energy of the UV rays is absorbed, then they emit light in the form of fluorescence. It is a form of luminescence. Fluorescence or the entire phenomena of fluorescence is nothing but a kind of luminescence. Luminescence is nothing but a light that we can see, a shine or a sparkle that we can see, a kind of glow from different materials. In most cases, the emitted light has a longer wavelength and therefore lower energy than the absorbed radiation. So what happens is, in most of the cases, once the light is emitted, the emitted light has longer wavelength. And if it has a longer wavelength, the energy will be lower. It is important for us to understand that energy and wavelength are inversely proportional to each other. So if we say that a particular substance has a longer wavelength, then in turn they will have a lower energy than the absorbed radiations. The most striking example of fluorescence occurs when the absorbed radiation in the ultraviolet region of the spectrum and thus invisible to the human eye, while the emitted light is in the visible region and thus gives the fluorescent substance a distinct color that can be only seen when exposed to UV light. So what happens over here is UV radiations are invisible. We cannot see the UV radiations. But these UV radiations are being absorbed by the particles of willemite and calcite. But when they are being absorbed, we cannot see that because UV radiations do not occur under a visible spectrum. And thus we cannot see them at that particular point of time. But once the emission process takes place, they start emitting these particles. That is the time when we can see it. Thus this happens like magic because we cannot see the absorbed part. We can only see the emitted part of it. Fluorescent materials cease to glow nearly immediately when the radiation source stops, unlike phosphorescent materials which continue to emit light even after some time. So, this is the main difference between fluorescent and phosphorescent materials. The fluorescent materials will stop emitting light, will stop the property of fluorescence as soon as the UV radiation is being stopped. But that is not the case with the phosphorescent materials. Phosphorescent materials are the materials which will even glow after some point of time, after the source light has been stopped or the UV radiation has been stopped. Fluorescence has many practical applications including mineralogy, gemology, medicine, chemical sensors, fluorescent labelings, dyes, biological detectors, cosmic rays, etc. So over here the fluorescent materials have many uses and many applications. Some of them as we have already discussed, it is used in mineralogy, that means in the search of proper minerals, gemology, identifying whether a particular substance is a pure gem or not, medicine, the normal medicines they used in the form of drugs and chemists, chemical sensors, we come to know which particular chemical is present, fluorescent labelings, dyes, because of that colorful color we can use it as dyes, biological detectors, and also cosmic ray detection. The most common everyday application is energy saving. Fluorescent lamps nowadays, we all of us know that we have LED lamps, LED TV, almost everything is LED in nature. Their fluorescent coating is used to convert short wavelength of the UV or blue light into longer wavelength of yellow light, and thereby mimicking the warm light of energy efficient incandescent lamps. Fluorescence also occurs frequently in nature in some minerals and in various biological forms in many branches of the animal kingdom. So fluorescence is one property which is not just man-made. In fact, man has copied it from the nature, and nature has this property of fluorescence since a long time. So here we studied what exactly fluorescence is and also its application as well. Thank you.